Hello YouTube. I don't really know how to start. I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a really long time. There is a lot of stuff on the internet about the topic that I'm gonna discuss with you. People have opinions about this, and I'm just going to add one more voice to that debate. Body image. We're not done talking about it. Sausage fingers. I think body image is a thing a lot of people struggle with. Particularly young women, but also older women, men. Society has these unattainable standards for us, that you have to have huge muscles and you have to have a really tiny waist, or you have to have huge boobs. Suddenly everybody is talking about asses. Big asses, small asses, thigh gap. Jesus Christ, calm down. So I want to share with you a story that I told a long time ago, actually, in a magazine, but it's still pretty relevant. 3 years ago, I was getting ready for my dad's birthday, at which I was due to perform some songs in his honor. And so I was feeling quite nervous about that. I was feeling really self-conscious and I was feeling really fat. Like, really, actually morbidly obese. Now I know, I'm not morbidly obese. And I think the key word here to remember is that I felt fat. That's just, sometimes something happens in your brain and you just can't unsee all of the little fat rolls sticking out of your, just everywhere, just fat. So I was panicking about the room, and at some point my mum comes in and she's like, "What are you crying about?" And I'm all like, I'm so fat. I have nothing to wear. And my mum was like, "Can you get a grip, slap on some makeup, you look perfectly fine, and you just go up on that stage and sing your ass off, because that's all anyone's going to be paying attention to anyway." But then at the party I met a lot of distant relatives that I hadn't seen in a while, and I suddenly realized that no less than 9 out of the 21, 22 people that I saw for the first time in a very long time that day, 9 actually commented on my figure. Distant relative walks up to me and says, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine, thanks, how are you?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we're fine too. You look great, have you lost weight?" Or, "Oh, you got your figure back, I see." Or, "You sure lost some pounds, eh?" Somebody actually tapped my belly. What the shit? I had lost some weight. Yeah, I had lost a significant amount of weight, actually, about 12 kilos, because I'd just broken up with my ex. I felt really shit. I had huge bags under my eyes, I was really pale, I looked a bit like this. And then people tell you, "Hey, you look great!" No, I didn't. I didn't look great. I looked skinny. And it wasn't until that party that I realized that skinny and great are not necessarily synonymous. Something dawned on me that day, is that when you have a body type that is divergent from the norm, it is apparently somehow okay for people to comment on it. Whether that is you being too skinny or too tall or, you know, too curvy. You might say, "Well, those are all compliments, aren't they? What are you on about?" That's just it. I realized that I have been living my entire life trying to reach those compliments, trying to get those compliments. If somebody would say, "Hey, have you lost weight?" that would make my day. That would just always make my day. And you know what? It shouldn't. And so that state of feeling fat, it's not something my own feeble women's mind conjured up. It's something that was imposed on me by society, imposed on everyone by society, because it's not just me looking at me that way. It's other people looking at me that way, and it's me looking at everybody else that way. I think most of us don't even realize how obsessed we are. I know I didn't. The way I look at myself is not the way I want to look at myself. It's not the way I used to look at myself. So what happened? What happened? I'm not gonna pretend that I have a solution to this problem. I don't. The only thing I can do is make people aware of the problem. And I just hope that you'll stop feeling like you're too fat or too skinny, or that you have really saggy boobs, or tiny little potato boobs. Potato boobs. If you have a potato boob, embrace your potato boob. That's it, YouTube. I just wanted to leave that with you, and I hope I've given you some food for thought. I'm gonna have some real food. I'm gonna have a cheesecake. Booby doo boop boom. Yeah, thanks, I guess.